If I would have known these 5 things before I started streaming, I probably would have got monetized in about 6 months. I'm about to show you exactly what you need to do so you can get more views on your live streams and go from getting 50 to 100 views to a few thousand views. Now, the first order of business is get rid of this tiny microphone. Who uses a tiny microphone like that? Get a large microphone. That's not one of the 5 steps. That's just important. Now, what I want to step you through, 5 ways that you are actually going to grow your YouTube audience. And you're going to have more engagement, more views, more subscribers, all the good stuff. And you are going to be well on your way to getting monetized a lot faster. Now, number 5, I'm saving for last. It is something that absolutely has helped blow up my channel. 1 year ago today, I started streaming and I had 50 subscribers. Now I have over 4,000 and things are going really well, getting usually around 2,000 to 3,000 views on my live streams. Number 1 though is going to be a fairly simple trick. You want to have good quality in your streams. Now, a lot of people will say that your quality isn't that important. However, I'm here to tell you that it does make a huge difference. So whether you're streaming directly from your PC or from an Xbox with a capture card, spend a little bit extra money and get something that's actually nice. For instance, I used to stream with a capture card that I got for about $5 and the quality was very, very bad. I'll go ahead and throw up a video of what I was using and you can see that the quality was actually horrendous. Now, this is when I first started and I didn't really know what I was doing and I was just kind of putting myself out there just to kind of see what it was like. Now, at the same time, I guess it kind of did help me get a little bit of groundwork and understand what I needed to be doing while streaming. So in a way, I guess it's good that I didn't have 1,000 views when my stuff looked like that. But what I will tell you is I upgraded a few months back to an Elgato HD 60, which is a little bit pricey. You don't have to go that far, but I did upgrade and the stream quality now looks like this. I'll do that. I'd like to find a vehicle to rush them though. At least, you know, like that be, oh, there we are, the Puma Bill right there. As you can see, it is a massive difference and has indeed helped captivate more of an audience. Now, in addition to visual quality though, I do want to talk a little bit about your audio quality. Your audio quality honestly might be even more important than your video quality. And I don't mean like the game quality because that's pretty much going to be the same no matter what. I mean your microphone quality. Don't go buy a very cheap microphone from Walmart and just think that that's going to be perfect for streaming. It might get you through a little bit, but you want to go ahead and spend at least $50 on a microphone. Now, the one I'm using is actually one I got from a long time ago when I worked in a music store. It's for musical recordings. And I think it works just fine. Now, I did have to mess with my settings a lot in OBS Studio. You want to make sure that you mess around with all the settings in OBS or whatever you're using to stream. That way your sound is actually balanced and good quality. Number 2, I want to talk about your engagement with the audience. So on every live stream, there's a button down there in your studio where you can select to create a poll, or if you're on a full horizontal screen, you can do a Q&A. Now, I have found that the Q&As and the polls are a huge way to promote audience engagement, which in turn will promote your live stream to more people on YouTube. So the more engagement you have, the more people talking in chat, the more that's going to push it out in the algorithm to more viewers and help you get more subscribers. But in addition to polls and Q&As, make sure you're just asking your chat questions in general. Hey, what did you guys do today? Tell me something funny that happened to you. Different questions where it would make someone want to respond to that. If they want to tell stories in chat, that's great. That's perfect. Ask for more while you're playing the game. Honestly, the gameplay content isn't even that important. It's your engagement with the audience. That's what makes that ultimate connection with the audience and what makes them want to actually come back. If you are actually engaging with someone, asking about someone personally that you see coming back, they'll want to come back more and watch you because they have that connection with you. Number 3, I want to talk about something that's kind of important is your stream schedule or your time of stream. Now, the time of day that you're actually streaming, I'm going to go ahead and say isn't actually that important. The main thing is that you're streaming at the same time day after day after day. When I first started, I was all over the place. I might stream in the morning, might stream in the evening, midday, all over. And honestly, I wasn't gaining a lot of traction. It wasn't until recently where I started streaming at the same time every night, which happened to be about midnight my time. I was getting more and more and more views, upping it to almost 7,000 on my largest live stream. Now, granted, that isn't a lot compared to, some massive streamers, but for someone with 4,000 subscribers, I feel like that's pretty good. So what I would recommend is get a schedule that you know you can stream at that time of day. And if you have a day where you can't make it at that time, just don't stream, maybe work on a video or work on something else. But having the same schedule will let your audience know, hey, he's going to be live at this time of day. That way, if you go live, 12 hours beforehand, they don't know, they don't know, and they won't be in there because that's not when you're typically streaming. Now, I will say if you can stream in the daytime, you probably will gain more traction faster, but it doesn't necessarily matter because a lot of my viewers that I have are honestly not even from the United States. They're from all over the world, Africa and Europe and Asia, all different countries. And honestly, it's kind of awesome to see that people from all around the world are watching me because I play at such random times. All right, now number 4, I do want to talk about what game you have decided to stream. So when you're first starting out, first trying to gain traction, I would recommend sticking to one game, and that is going to help promote your audience a lot more. If you're switching around from game to game, doing all sorts of different things, you won't really have the same people coming back and rewatching it unless they just happen to like everything that you're playing. So what I would recommend is to play either a very popular game or even start out with some niche game where you might have a very strong audience that actually wants to come back and watch you because it's not that popular, but the people that are watching you really love the game. So you might choose one or the other. Either way is fine, but just make sure you're sticking to that one game until you really start gaining traction. And then I wouldn't start playing other games all the time. You might do a stream where you play something else and see how that compares. You might do better, it might do a lot worse. I typically stream Fortnite, and when XDefiant came out a couple months back, I tried a few streams on XDefiant and it didn't go so great. Sure, I still had people in the stream, but it wasn't near what my Fortnite streams are. So like I said, make sure you're sticking to at least the same genre, but ideally stick to the same game, and it's going to help grow your audience a lot faster. All right, now the moment you've all been waiting for, the thing that will actually truly blow up your channel, get you thousands of views on your live streams. And this is an absolute game changer. I promise you, it will change your streaming career. YouTube has recently upgraded their viewing in YouTube Shorts to include a live streaming service. You've probably seen live streams in the Shorts feed. What's crazy about this is that your live streams will get pushed out like a short. So a lot of times Shorts will get a whole bunch of views compared to longer forms because it's just a different concept, So what I started doing a few months ago, and it truly kicked it off, was I downloaded the OBS plugin for short form vertical streaming, and I started streaming vertically, and that has absolutely smashed it out of the water. There are some weird things you have to do with it, but I promise you, if you can get the OBS plugin for it, which I will link down below, and put that into your OBS, make sure everything's set up properly beforehand, I promise you it is going to change your streaming journey. Now, if you guys got any value out of this video, I hope that you would smash that like button, maybe even subscribe, and we'll see you all again very soon. Stay Pewsitive.